Hey lads and lasses, Morten Åstad here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Today is Monday and it's the 2nd of June. I had pretty much nothing I needed to do today. I am still fresh back from the stay at the health retreat. And yesterday was my first day of doing absolutely nothing, not even going outside. The weather wasn't, that nice either. It was pouring down with rain. So today I decided, knowing what the weather was going to be like, I would take a bus up north to where the river that runs straight from north to south out into the Oslo fjord here in Oslo, called Akerselva. That means the Akers River, where that starts up by the Maridalsvannet lake up north here in Oslo, which also provides the city with its drinking water. So I decided to walk the first third of the river down to a place called Nydalen, which is a little bit over 3 kilometers. A little less than I've been walking up at the health retreat, but it's still, a start and a finish point for me now that I'm trying to get out and walk more and all that stuff. And it was a nice walk, and between skirting out of the way of joggers and joggers with prams and bicyclists, I had a lovely time. And then I took the subway from Nydalen to Majorstuen here in Oslo, where my favorite coffee place is. Sat down there and had a big bucket of latte that I love to have, and I listened to a audiobook that I'm currently listening to. And then I took the tram down to Big Dipper, because I got a message that an order I had ordered had arrived. So this video is not going to show that, because I am going to show a little surprise find for me. Big Dipper, of course, wonderful record store, mainly focusing on vinyl, some stereo equipment and so on. They also have a little bit of CDs, but they do have a second-hand, what do you call it? Second-hand department that I don't look at that often. And the new thing is now they also have set off an area with second-hand CDs. And I found a couple of things. Now, one of them was a CD, and it cost 50 kroner, which is currently £3.66, I think it is. And it's something that I wanted to pick up for many years, and I have it in my Discogs as wanting to find a vinyl of it. It is one of the sort of the also-rans of the Britpop era, although maybe a little prior to that. Yeah. Had a couple of pretty big hits, and they've broken up a couple of times, but I think they're currently touring and stuff. But this is Dodgy, and I know I have a few of their songs on my all kinds of stuff I like playlist on Spotify. So I think a couple of the hits from here were Was It Good Enough and If You're Thinking of Me. So yeah, for 50 Norwegian kroners, I thought that was a pretty... I bet I could have found more stuff I wanted, but this one was in up front and center, so I immediately saw it and grabbed it. And yeah, nice to add a CD to the collection. I don't really have room for more. They're spilling out. This section of CDs that you see here is one of 3 equal sections, and these mid dividers were initially mostly just Blu-rays, but you know, CDs and music, DVDs, singles, and so on has slowly pushed my DVDs. Most of my DVDs are stacked way behind other stuff in my bedroom by now. Not to mention all the ones I got in Denmark, so I don't know what to do with my DVDs, to be honest, you guys. But yeah, like I said, this is one I would love to have on vinyl. So if anyone has a spare, but still, I'm really happy to have this, finally have Dodgy in my collection at all, really. I think I have 1 or 2 tracks on some soundtracks, so maybe that's where I sort of picked them up. But the big find for me today, aside from the record that I went there to pick up, is from the Style Council, which is why I put this up here. So I have all of the Style Council's studio albums and the mini album on both CD and vinyl by now. And apart from Modernism, the one record they recorded in 1989, which turned out to be their final record, Polydor didn't want to release it. This was when Paul Weller was starting to get influenced by, well, his brief influence by house, and this was not what Polydor had signed up for, and so they shelved it, and that basically spelled the end of the Style Council. This record is present in this box set, but as far as proper release go, I know that there's a 1998 release of the vinyl, and there's a 2018 release of this on vinyl. They both start at £150 on Discogs, and there's like never more than 2 or 3 available. And like I said, that's usually the. So unless they get another repressing anytime soon, I doubt I will have a standalone copy of that one. As far as a standalone copy of CD, I don't know, to be honest, you guys. But one thing I didn't have, and I'm now sorry for not remembering if I have this on CD, is their live album, and I found it today. So here it is. This is Home and Abroad by the Style Council, and it's a Canadian pressing to boot. How about that? So just let's remove that. There you go. So I paid 180 Norwegian kroner for this, which translates to somewhere between 13 and 14 pounds. Sorry, no euro or dollar prices here today. I only checked up the pounds because this is a British band. English at that. So let's. It's very sort of. It's always a little bit of a Pet Shop Boys like feel to this design. So yeah, 1986. This is a copy, like I said, made in Canada. Released on cassette, compact disc, video VHS, and video beta. It's got My Ever Changing Moods, The Lodgers, Head Start for Happiness, When You Call Me, The Whole Point of No Return, With Everything to Lose, Homebreakers, Shout to the Top, Walls Come Tumbling Down, and Internationalists. And the vinyl is in this nice inner sleeve. Could do with a bit of a cleaning, apparently. But a Big Dipper, I've never had anything to complain about with the second-hand records that I bought from them. I don't know if this is a Canadian only. I've never seen one of their labels look like this. When I say they, I mean Style Council. So yeah, pretty cool. I wonder if there's any information about where this was recorded. I think it is in various places, and their original inner sleeve is in fact here. There you go. Very cool. Right, this is our thanks to various people, and some credits for photography, and that DC Lee appears courtesy of CBS Records, and that the Style Council are anti-apartheid. Apart from that, there is no information as to where these live tracks were recorded, but I'm not going to be unhappy about that. I have now really gotten close to what I would say being a completionist with the Style Council. Of course, there's the Modernism record. Will I ever find that? I hope so. And then there are I'm still collecting the singles. Some of you might remember not that long ago I got a pretty big chunk of Style Council singles. I even got a couple of 12 inches, which is something I don't normally buy, but when it comes to the Style Council, I love that band. There are a lot of Paul Weller, of course, as well. He's got a new album coming out now, which is I think is cover songs that he's covering. That means a lot to him, so I'll be looking for that. And I'm also, in the market to get the Jam on vinyl. Apart from my wonderful compilation album, I would love to get the vinyl, the Jam vinyl albums as well. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm starting to have a pretty good collection of the Style Council, which anyone would be happy to have the Style Council I have. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please click like, that helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, that makes me happy. If you have any comments about the Style Council, or maybe you have a spare copy of Modernism that you won't be charging £150 for. Anyway, I love a comment, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.